Good morning. It's the 18th of July here in southern Missouri, and I wanted to just show a quick video. Something I'm proud of, I guess, is that I have never planted any native warm season grasses on the farm, and I've been doing daily moves for quite a long time, but not at any kind of higher stock density or trying to get a high utilization rate until the end of last summer, and then this year after I took the Total Grazing Academy last summer. And so I still only do daily moves because I have an off-farm job, and so between that and two kids, it keeps me pretty busy. But this section right here is a section that I've been resting all season because it was one of my poorest pastures, and I don't know what many of the species in here are, so I'll point out the ones that I do know, and if there's something else that you see, please let me know what it is. And but something I'm proud of, I was getting ready to tie into this water spigot to move up the hill. I'm going to spin this, so I'm going to have the cows in this section up here, which is part of the neighbor's property that I lease. So this section right here, I tie a water hose in because the only water that's up there is a pond, and I fenced the pond out. So anyway, so a couple things that I noticed last year, that there was some eastern Gama grass, and there's some Johnson grass in here too, but this is this eastern Gama grass popping up here is just phenomenal. I've had eastern Gama grass on the other side of the creek over here, and I've had it down in this bottom down here, but this is the first time I've had it up here in this section of the field. What I did not have until last year is this big blue stem, and so this started coming in last year, and so I kind of noticed the way it was bunching, but I didn't see it head out last year. This year it's about ready to head out and go to seed, and so I'm just really thrilled about that. I've got it popping up in several places. You can see there's more up there, and then down further in the field there's some pretty big bunches of it up there, but overall, I'm just pretty thrilled with the stockpile. And so a lot of this, as you can tell, again, wasn't super high quality. As far as grasses, you don't have the 2-3 foot tall fescue and orchard grass, but you can see just from the seed heads there is fescue that's been in here. It went to seed and fell. There's red clover in here. There's your typical nettle that's in here. I still have, until I get to higher stock density, this is buckbrush or coralberry that's in here. Plantains, there's plenty of plantains in here. And of course I have the typical multiflora rose that gives us problem. Queen's lace, or Queen Anne's lace as I've heard it called. But I've got deer beds right here in the middle of all this. There's quite a few deer in here every night. And then I've got my thistle. Somebody can tell me for sure, but I'm pretty sure I've heard this called purple top. It's a warm season grass. It's kind of taken over in some spots, so next year I'm hoping grazing some of this during the growing season, that it seems to turn off really poor quality later on in the year. But there's certainly plenty of what people would call weeds in here for sure. But I'm thrilled, like I said, just with the fact of, with rest and conducting daily moves, that we're getting, some native warm seasons popping up. As far as I know, like I said, I've owned the farm for 8 years, never planted any of it, but it started popping up with just a little bit of rest on the other side of the farm, but I'm glad to see it popping up here. So yeah, if you guys seen something else that I missed that's needs to be pointed out, I'd love to know what it is. So thanks.